Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.
Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon.
And I am Marcus Mack, and this is the EAC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida with episode 76. Emilio, how you doing today, man?
Great, Marcus Mack. We had a great interview on F It Friday with Johnny Todaro. Great interview. It was we had a lot of fun. It was playful. We talked about training. We talked about football. We talked about comedy, movies.
Right?
Huh?
You're definitely gonna bring Johnny back, right?
Oh yeah, Johnny was ecstatic. We're definitely gonna bring Johnny back. He gave a lot of insight. The Rosario Dawson story was hilarious. The Dennis Rodman story was hilarious. I mean, we had a lot of good stuff on the show, so we're definitely gonna have Johnny back on F It Friday. It has to be an F It Friday show though. That's the only thing he asked for is to make sure it's an F It Friday show, Marcus Mack.
Yeah, definitely. He had a lot of fun. I'm saying we enjoyed him. We enjoyed having him, and it's been a long weekend, and we happy to have everybody back to enjoy the EAC show on this great Monday.
Yeah, absolutely, without question, Marcus Mack. First, before we get into our list of topics on the show for the episode 76, Marcus, 76, right, Marcus?
76.
Yes, episode 76. Before we get into episode 76, I just want to give a shout out to all the leagues, all the professional leagues that have been holding it down, COVID-free, doing the right thing, because this show is going to be predominantly about a bunch of knuckleheads that are not following the rules at all, like literally. So shout out to the NWSL, all you women out there in Utah that was holding it down for the cup that you guys just did the winner was between the Houston Dash and the Chicago Red Star. Shout out to the Houston Dash. They ended up winning. Congratulations to them. You guys did an amazing, awesome job, ladies. No COVID-19 positive cases while you guys were out there. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the MLS, the finals tomorrow between the Portland Timbers and the Orlando City. Matter of fact, Marcus Mack, we have to shout out Nick Warwick because Nick picked Orlando to win the whole thing. Yeah. So Nick is still right.
Big shout outs to Nick, man.
so big shout outs to Nick. So shout out to MLS, no positive cases while they're in the bubble. Shout out to the NHL, no positive cases while they're in the bubble. And shout out to the NBA. And I'm very, very surprised because I expect the NBA to do a whole lot of wrong. They've been doing a whole lot of right. Shout out to them.
Full of knuckleheads.
No, none
well,
whatsoever.
Like I said, man, I honestly feel like the reason why these particular leagues have been able to have such a high success rate as far as negative COVID testing is because they've been confined. You got everybody else now who's dicking around because they're not confined. So it's almost like, oh, these are the rules? Just, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, as soon as they get a chance, like, hey, let's go out.
But Marcus, the thing is, it's a little bit different for some of those sports. So, for example, for basketball wasn't much basketball left to be played in the season. So to play it in a bubble for just a small period of time, that's different. But with baseball, you still got almost close to 3 months of regular season play to play, and then you got the playoffs, Marcus. It's not like the NBA where the NBA literally just had 9 games to make up, and now we're gonna start getting into the playoffs or whatever it may be. No. That's not the case.
So what you're saying is that MLB is supposed to be buckling down right now anyways.
Oh, of course. I mean, in all actuality, if you think about it, you'd rather this happen now than happen during the playoffs. Now, Marcus Mack, don't get it twisted. These guys are being very irresponsible. Some of these guys are doing the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And if you worked for any other employer other than the fact that you were a sports athlete and helped make people make billions and billions and billions of dollars, you would be fired.
Yeah, that's why my main thing was, they're breaking the rules, they need to follow protocol. It's not like, y'all need to follow the rules. It's not that. It's the platform that you're sitting on and the business that you're involved in. There's no reason why you should be allowing these kinds of discrepancies to happen because it's getting to the point now where you keep breaking the rules, you stand to, mess up a lot of people's money. Like, chill out for a couple of months. Like, come on, not even. But you realistically though, man, like you turn on the TV, you look at social media, people are outside. Mask or no
Yes.
mask. They outside. They hanging out. It might not be in one particular state, but they traveling. I see people in Las Vegas. I see people in California. I'm seeing people in Miami. I'm seeing people in Atlanta. I'm seeing people in New York. Hard down backyard parties.
Yeah,
Give me a
but
minute.
the thing, Marcus Mack, these aren't $1 million athletes. You understand? There's a bigger picture here in all actuality when you think about it, you know? We're talking about individuals, regular people, regular jobs. It's more towards an isolated person, whereas to an athlete has the ability to literally knock down a whole business, negotiate, like the whole pyramid could come down for your carelessness.
Which is why I keep speaking of the platform that these guys have, and which gives them more of a reason to follow this protocol. But they're being irresponsible like they're just regular civilians. And it doesn't work that way. Of course, everyone should be following these rules to some way, shape, or form. It's not like people are trying to, put a ball to their ankle and say, hey, listen, don't do nothing at all. But come on.
It's just not on the road. They're asking you not to do it on the road. They don't care when you go home. When you're in your home city, you can do the out and about stuff that you want to do. They don't care about that. They care about when you're on the road. There's rules that when you're on the road, you're supposed to be confined to your hotel room, and that's it. Nothing more. And these guys are breaking the rules, Marcus Mack. Now, we have a Cleveland Indians pitcher by the name of Dan Plesac, who in a away series between the Chicago White Sox ended up breaking protocol, and he literally went out and about with some friends, and he went to go hang out, and he got caught, and the Cleveland Indians sent him home in a taxi service, Marcus Mack. Now, shout out to the Indians for doing the right thing, but you're being irresponsible because you're going to blow this for everyone.
Yep, pretty much. There's nothing really for me to say because we've been talking about this exact same thing, and it's crazy how it's like it's playing out right before our eyes. Like, listen, y'all are really wilding. Like, but we could have seen this coming. We could have seen this coming. You know why? Because if you give people rules, some are gonna be broken.
Shout out to his man. It came out today that pitcher Mike Clevenger, which is his teammate. Shout out to him for not snitching, because he didn't say anything, because Mike Clevenger was found out to be with Zach Plesac at the same time, same place. They both went out with friends, whatever this, that, third. And when they sent Plesac home, Clevenger just stayed nice and quiet. Was like, I ain't do nothing. And then they found out he was out and about, and they sent his ass home too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sad case because not even off the strength that you guys can catch the virus and you can spread the virus, but just off the strength that you guys are being given small rules. It's like, yo, listen, just while you're on the road, keep it clean, stay inside, do whatever. When you get home, have a ball. You could take your dick and just swing it in the air if you want. But they can't figure it out.
I want to give a shout out to Trevor Bauer and his vlog that he's been doing on his channel. For all you guys, check out Trevor Bauer's YouTube. It's really nice. Marcus Mack, he's literally vlogging every day during this he's calling it vlogging during the COVID-19 season. And he's literally showing you, Marcus. He's showing you when he has to go give the saliva test for the COVID-19. He's showing you his pitching starts. He's showing you his workout, what he has to go through, his ride to the park, his ride home, commentating on certain things. The only thing he doesn't show you is the clubhouse. He doesn't show you the inside of the clubhouse. He'll show you the dugout before the game. He'll show you highlights of the game the next day because he's allowed to do that. It's perfect to literally give access to people that they normally don't see things.
Which is I think that's a dope deal for the fans. Really dope deal. I'm looking at some stuff right now where I wish they was mic'd up right here.
Oh, Marcus, we're gonna get into that. Listen, A's outfielder Ramon Laureano literally tried to take on the whole Houston Astros team. Now, for you guys that don't know, Ramon Laureano used to play for the Houston Astros. He was traded to the Oakland A's. when he did get traded, one of the guys that hit him this weekend was the guy he got traded for. Now, Marcus, this is not your man situation. This is not the intentional hitting of a player like Free Joe Kelly. We're big Free Joe Kelly fans on this show.
Kelly, yeah, free the homie.
Free the homie. We're big Joe Kelly fans on this show, so it's not that. All of these pitches that Ramon Laureano got hit with this weekend were all unintentional. They were just mistakes. When he tried to literally like troll the pitcher, like, hey, man, you got to throw a slider like this. You got to hold it like this. While he was walking down the first base, a hitting coach for the Houston Astros started chirping, saying some stuff in Spanish I'm not going to repeat on the show because it's not an Effort Friday episode, Marcus Mack. But you and I both know we're Bebe Kids type people. We've been watching Bebe Kids since we were younger. When you talk about people's moms, that starts real hysteria.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No matter what language it's in. It could be in Spanish. It could be in French, Creole. It could be in whatever language you want. It could be in patois. And no matter what it is, you say mother.
Your mama's so dumb. They told her it was chilly outside. She went outside with cold.
Oh man, well, Robin Harris was his name. Shout out to him. Rest in peace, Robin Harris. We love that comedian, man. He was great. For you guys that don't know, that's Pops that played Pops in House Party with Kid and Play. But yeah, without question. So, but Ramon Laureano literally heard Alex Cintron, who's the hitting coach for Houston Astros, say some slick shit out his mouth in Spanish and literally took off after him. And shout out to the Houston Astros backup catcher that literally just grabbed Ramon and held him and kept him there so he wouldn't get hurt or whatever it may be. But it's crazy that Ramon is probably going to get suspended for like a month for doing absolutely nothing. And Free Joe Kelly, hashtag Free Joe Kelly, gets 8 games.
I mean, I think it was the intention with the Joe Kelly thing and the display of I don't care with the Joe Kelly thing. It was almost like Rob Manfred just saying like, okay, listen, we got to make an example out of you because we don't need another Joe Kelly. In this particular instance is something like he just reacted and, because it's two sports, you'll see people just knuckle up and fight. It's hockey and baseball. I ain't even gonna lie. When you see players fighting baseball, it's like the Clash of the Titans. You see one team running from over here, another team they just run into each other like 300. You hear me? So, I mean, I don't think the intention was the same with Laureano and Joe Kelly. I don't think the intention was the same, and that's the reason why the punishments was different.
Marcus, make sure you plug in that DM I sent you where it shows Laureano running at the Houston Astros, and it shows 3 guys in front of the hitting coach, and it's literally Rob Manfred's bodyguard, Rob Manfred's bodyguard, Rob Manfred's bodyguard, and Rob Manfred is the hitting coach, because that's what it feels like right now. It feels like Rob Manfred is doing everything in his power to protect the Houston Astros. Now, I know that's not the case in this situation, but it's just bad optics when you suspend somebody for 8 games in Joe Kelly, and then you come against Ramon Laureano, who didn't throw a punch. He didn't throw a punch. He just charged somebody, and when he charged somebody, he was then tackled to the ground. No punches were thrown. No nothing was thrown. He didn't rush somebody, but because you put COVID-19 clauses into place before the season started, this guy might miss a month, Marcus.
Yeah. Well,
I think you should use common sense in this.
What do you think would have been the right punishment in this particular?
Suspend Laureano for 4 games.
4 games?
4 games. He didn't throw a punch. He didn't hit anybody. Did he rush somebody? Yes. Did he break the COVID rule? Yes. But no one got hurt.
I think the COVID rule is more, it supersedes everything at this point right now.
I don't disagree with you, but we got Marlins players breaking COVID rules and nothing happened to them. We got St. Louis Cardinals players breaking COVID rules and nothing happened to them.
No. Well, it's all being irresponsible, but they broke COVID rules over being irresponsible. This young man here broke COVID rules out of sporadic anger. Just like he lost control of himself. And no, he didn't hit anybody. No, I get it. And I'm not justifying it. My thing is, the Joe Kelly situation was one of those things like we all know what you're doing. We all know what it is. We know.
Not on this show. On this show, we don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's definitely a mistake. Free Joe Kelly. What in this particular instance is one of those things where it was a sporadic splurge of anger, where it's like, yo, listen, these are the rules, and you cannot, under no circumstances, even if you're angry, somebody says, I was with your wife last night. You can't do that. Don't
listen to me. Ramon Laureano is going to get his punishment. He's going to appeal it. I'm going to tell you right now. You know what we need to do when he gets his appeal? When he gets his punishment, we need to take Joe Kelly's face, the mood face, and literally put it right there.
As a fact, he's a whole mood. Joe Kelly's a whole mood.
Well, this part of the show is going to be brought to you by our sponsor, ElCubanoSandwichShop.com. Make sure you use the promo code EAC to save money on your delivery orders, pickups, all that good stuff. Enjoy your cafe con leche, that natural pre-workout shot of that Cuban coffee to start your day. The daily lunch specials every day, and their steak sandwich, once again, is off the chain. Make sure you use the promo code EAC. That's ElCubanoSandwichShop.com or 954-906-5110. Remember, use the promo code EAC, and that's El Cubano Sandwich Shop in Coral Springs. Marcus Mack, episode 76. We're going to discuss now a little bit of college football, Marcus Mack. It has just been announced that the Big 10 and the Pac-12 have decided that there's going to be no fall football. The MAC, which is another conference in football, has said that they're going to play no fall football. They're all trying to play spring football in some way, shape, or form. You got Power 5 conferences saying they want to play. You got players, college players now coming out and saying, we want to play with the hashtag, we want to play, supporting the players' coalitions that they want to keep playing because they put in too much work, Marcus Mack. We got Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh sitting there advocating for fall football, saying that we have to follow the facts because in all actuality that being in those confined bubbles that they're in at those college institutions, they've already created safe environments for them. They weeded out players that were positive for COVID, and they're getting quarantined, and they're trying to create that environment to where it can literally be sustainable and be able to play. Now, Marcus, I'm going to be honest with you. We're talking about saluting all of these leagues that have done an amazing job with COVID in their bubble environments. You are out of your damn mind if you want me to believe that these college campuses are creating bubble environments. They're not creating bubble environments.
At all.
Right now, you have no cases, but the minute you start playing full contact sports, these cases are going to increase.
And aside from that, if you think for 1 second that these grown men, in which the college students are grown men too, but I'm talking about college students here. You think these major leaguers is breaking the rules and there's a chance of the spread of the virus in that arena? College football, I am here to tell you that there will be a huge spread.
Listen to me. Some schools are already opening schools for students to come back on campus, to be able to take classes on campus, not for nothing, Marcus Mack. The minute you get kids on campus and you get football being played, there might not be no tailgates allowed or whatever it may be, but somebody's going to pull something off or whatever it may be, some type of party. There's going to be some kid that walks in with a bow tie or a tie on his penis, naked, drunk, whatever it may be. He's going to be stunting, and he's going to be spreading COVID all over the place. It's going to happen.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, yeah. There's nothing else to be said there. Because just think about it. The major leaguers are blatantly violating all rules and codes and ethics. If you think college students, college football is being played, do you think for 1 second, forget the contact sport. We're talking about everything else. The girls, the parties, the alcohol, the college stuff. You think that's not going to happen? Come on. Just cut it off for a couple of months. Just kill it. Just kill it. It's not
Marcus,
like
listen,
it's not like they're getting paid. It's not like
on this show, we are big advocates for all of the sports being played. Let's just get the record straight. We always want the sports being played, without question.
Right, but in the question of should they start it back or should it be canceled because of a particular situation, which we now know to be as COVID-19 F2020. You know what I mean? The answer is, duh, college football needs to be put to a stop, on a hold for right now, because if you think that it's not going to happen, you are in for a rude awakening. Just go ahead and get it started, and we're going to see what happens.
I wanted to mention this to you. I know we didn't discuss this on the pre-show. This is something I'm throwing at you, Marcus, and I wanted to just inform you on something. So because of COVID, the New England Patriots have had an obscene amount of players. They have the most players that have decided to opt out and not play this season. We both know we're big fans of Cam, and we're looking forward to him doing his thing this year. We both know that Cam Newton signed a deal for basically nothing to play in New England. Before all of these players backed out of their opt-out situations, New England had no money to offer Cam. So Cam accepted what New England pretty much gave him. Right now, at the present moment, the New England Patriots, because of all the opt-outs, have $36 million in free money this year, Marcus. How messed up is that Cam took a deal and can't get no more money?
How long is that deal again?
It's just this year.
Just this year, right? Just for the record, this might be probably the shortest year.
Speak up.
This might be, just for the record, this might, although they're going to play their full season, this is still going to be like the shortest year for all leagues, for me, I feel like.
I don't, listen, I personally want to see the NFL go through. I want to see NCAA go through at least 10 games, but I wouldn't be surprised if the season gets cut short in some way, shape, or form, Marcus.
Yeah, there's gonna be games canceled. It's gonna be a lot going on. They're trying their best. Everybody's trying their best. MLB, NBA. I think NBA should go smooth. Until, because they just finishing up this last season. I think NBA should go smooth. Even soccer, MLS. I think MLS should go smooth as well. But NFL, MLB, I'm sorry.
NFL's too much contact. It's too much contact.
I don't know. There's going to be a lot of discrepancies in that. A lot of red tape that people can't get through. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. They'll make through though. They'll make their money back. That's for sure.
So we're still doing on the EAC Show Instagram page. We're still doing the giveaway, the Visa gift card giveaway for all you guys that leave the best comment on the last post that we just posted, which was Golf Pro sitting there trying to make a putt, and the putt didn't go through, and he got called on a hot mic, and he was like, "Are you effing kidding me?" So if you leave your best comment underneath Marcus Mack's eyes, in Marcus Mack's eyes, by the way, the best comment will win a free Visa gift card from the EAC Show.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be waiting. I can't even lie. We had maybe like 100 and something comments under one post, and dudes was just going in. It was a full-blown argument in the comments. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. I think it was about the sports movies. They were going ham about those movies. Like, yo, y'all tripping.
So Marcus Mack, this Wednesday, we're going to try to get Joey Benetti on. Joey just started his own YouTube page. If you guys don't follow Joey Benetti on Instagram or on social media, make sure you check him out. He's actually doing some gaming stuff for just gamers and stuff like that on his YouTube channel. So shout out to him. We wish him nothing but the best. And we can't wait to get back into studio, Marcus Mack, because you and I have been practicing this social distancing stuff to the T. We literally miss the studio like there's no tomorrow. There's nothing like being in the studio. The atmosphere, the environment, the jokes we crack, the pre-show, the after-show, everything. I don't even remember the last time we took a post-production picture. I think it was last one was me, you, and Cam was on the TV.
Nah,
I think that was the last time.
The last one with the whole crew, yeah. We was in the studio and Cam called in and we did that. I was thinking of the last post-production picture we did
was Mike.
Sean.
Oh, with Sean. Yeah, with Sean. With Sean.
Sean Anderson on.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to conclude episode 76. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Leave a comment, rate. It helps out with the show. We really do appreciate it. Check us out on all social media platforms. Marcus Mack, I'll see you on Wednesday. Send us off, Marcus.
Speculation talk over.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC show.